And now, sports with Joey Dubois.
Basketball team looking to end the regular season on a high note. Tonight, hosting third place Southern Utah at Reed Gym. Reed Gym packed in for the final time this basketball season. Cheerleaders getting the fans fired up. First half, the Thunderbirds are up. Aiden Mooney crashing towards the rim. Leaping kick out to Nick Fleming, the senior, knocks down the corner three. For the Bengals, pick and roll from Tarek Cool and Braden Parker. Cool keeps the defender on his hip, a sweet feed to Parker. The big man finishes through the contact. Bengals are clawing back. Now on the other end, the Thunderbirds, D. Barnes goes baseline, gets way up there for the slam. Now check this out. The Bengals are down 19 points, but Jared Rodriguez gets it in the corner, lets it fly, knocks down the first three. Then the Bengals get a stop, next time down. A.J. Bergen free at the top of the key. For the freshman hits, Southern Utah forced to take a timeout. Another defensive stop, and how about a little deja vu? Rodriguez from the same spot hits it again. So Rodriguez, Bergen, Rodriguez. Now it's Bergen's turn again, right? You bet. Another three falls for the freshman, and it's a 12-0 run for the Bengals. But the Thunderbirds kept them at a distance. The Bengals fall 79-71. And the Idaho State women's basketball team honored at halftime of tonight's game. They clinched at least a share of the Big Sky regular season championship. Now, if Montana State loses tomorrow night, the Bengals will be the sole champions. Idaho State back-to-back champions, so how'd they celebrate? Well, they stood back-to-back. How about that? Next up for both the men's and women's teams, the Big Sky Tournament. The women's tournament gets underway on Monday with a champion crowned on Friday. The men start on Wednesday with their championship on Saturday. We'll have your Bengals highlights right here on KPVI. High school boys basketball state tournament getting underway today. Pocatello High starting off their run in 4A with a tight victory over Burley. The Thunder beat the Burley Bobcats by double digits twice in the regular season, but tonight was a much different story, coming down to the final moments. Julian Bowie hitting one clutch bucket after another on his way to 29 points, but Ryan Payne, the hero, the cold-blooded senior, knocking down two free throws with seconds to go to give Pokey the 1-point lead. They make the stop on the final possession, moving on to face Jerome tomorrow at 2 p.m. at the Ford Idaho Center. And a look at some other scores from today at State. Hillcrest, the top seed in 4A, advancing with a dominant win over Valley View, 68-40, the final score in that one. And in 3A, top seed Marsh Valley taking care of Bonners Ferry. Snake River pulling out a tough one also in 3A. This one went to double overtime, but they win it 51-50. Look out for the Snake River Marsh Valley final possibly on Saturday if they both win tomorrow. And at the Ford Idaho Center up in 5A, Rigby taking down Eagle in a tight one, 54-52 to move on. I'll be out in Boise tomorrow, bringing you all the highlights from tomorrow and Saturday's action. The NFL Draft Combine is underway at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Broncos fans, you might have scored your first look at your quarterback of the future, namely Malik Willis of Liberty, showing off his talents today. The quarterback projected by many to be the first at his position to come off the board come draft time in April. There's a good chance that the Broncos make their move at the number 9 spot in the draft order. Also in the mix, Desmond Ridder of Cincinnati. The senior led the Bearcats to their first college football playoff appearance this past fall. The NFL draft gets underway April 28th. And Misty, I'd say it's long overdue for the Broncos to get their next quarterback in there. It's been a bit of a revolving door ever since Peyton Manning left. Must have been 6 or 7 years ago at this point.
Yeah, I know it's been a bit of a bouncing ball. I unfortunately, not a Broncos fan, but my brother and my oldest sister are, so I know all too well that there's, like you said, that revolving door. They really want someone solid in there, so.
That's right. They've got most other things figured out, but if they can figure out that quarterback spot, there's a lot of Broncos fans around here. You might have a solid team next year.
I think a lot of excited Broncos fans around here. Now, if Miami can figure out their team, then I'll be happy.
That's asking for a bit too much, probably, Misty, coming from a Patriots.
I know, but believe in miracles, right? All right, thank you very much, Joey.